Today on the Build Show, I'm talking with Justin Taylor, who is going to break down compensation if you're an employee on the Build Show. Let's get into it. So Justin's not only my coworker, but he's also educated in HR, was an HR guy, corporate world, had your own consulting company, and former client as well. Yeah. Now we're here working together. When I started working construction, I got cash at the end of the day. What's wrong with that?
It's a great question, Zach. I think if you're an employee or you're working for someone and you're receiving cash, some of the questions you should ask are, what am I missing out on not being kind of a on the books employee. And the things that come to mind for me are that you're probably not getting paid the overtime that is legally required.
Right.
Each state is different, but that's something you're probably missing out on. The next thing is you're probably most likely not being covered by workers' comp insurance. So should you get injured on the job, you may not receive the medical care that you need to get healthy.
Or even the compensation during the recovery time.
Correct. Should you not be able to work, the compensation, right. That's correct. And you're probably also, not receiving Social Security, you're not paying taxes to Social Security. You and your employer are not paying taxes to Social Security, and also to unemployment.
Right.
So those are the things that really stand out, and you should, ask that question. If you're being paid cash, am I receiving the things that I'm legally entitled to?
Right, and I had that problem because I bought my first house with a friend of mine at like 17, 18, and we had to use my mom and father as co-signers because I had no, on paper I had no income.
No financial record of making money. That's another great point too, right? Is if you're living a cash-only life where you're only being paid in cash, there's no record when you go to get a mortgage or a mortgage or a loan on a car. You have no tax history, no wage history, W-2 history of showing that you made money, and you may not have any credit, good credit, to be able to actually be able to receive a loan or a mortgage.
So do you have anyone in your life who maybe they're millionaires, who has made it all their success without ever paying taxes?
No. No.
Right. Me either.
Yes.
If you're tying your income, your livelihood, to someone who's making the decision to pay their team members in cash, I think you have to know that there's a ceiling there, right? Like maybe it'll take you from here to there, but there's going to be a point where the rubber meets the road, because there's a lot of risks on the employer side to pay out that amount of cash, especially if you get audited. You have to show where every dollar goes in a business, and if you can't, it doesn't look good.